Welcome back to Channel Kings of United States. Today we're diving deep into the remarkable journey of Barack Hussein Obama, a man who reshaped the way we view leadership in America and around the world, a journey that spans from humble beginnings to the highest office in the land, a story of hope, resilience, and transformation that continues to inspire millions. I want you to imagine a young man, born into a world filled with challenges and uncertainties, yet determined to rise above circumstances not defined solely by his origin. Born to a Kenyan father and an American mother, Barack's early years were marked by a confluence of different cultures, diverse ideas, and a constant search for identity, a search that would fuel his ambition and instill in him a profound understanding of the complexities of race, identity, and purpose in a nation striving for unity. In the spirit of that vibrant and sometimes challenging journey, Barack set out on a path that would lead him through the corridors of academia, the debate halls of community organizing, and eventually into the turbulent yet transformative arena of politics. As a young man, Obama was drawn to the power of ideas and the transformative potential of dialogue. Studying political science and law, he absorbed not only the theories that underpin democratic institutions but also the lived realities of those society often left behind. His time at Harvard, where he served as the first black president of the Harvard Law Review, is remembered as a period of vigorous intellectual debate and personal growth. It was here that he learned the significance of harnessing knowledge to create tangible social change, and this early experience laid the foundation for his political career. After graduation, rather than retreating into a cushy career that might have promised financial stability, Barack chose a more challenging road, one where he would serve communities that were struggling, advocating for justice, fairness, and opportunity. His work in Chicago as a community organizer allowed him to witness firsthand the struggles of everyday people, to listen to the hopes and dreams of those whose voices were often unheard, and to build bridges between disparate communities. This immersive experience was more than just a job, it was a profound education in empathy, resilience, and the art of building consensus among people who, at first glance, might seem very different from one another. What emerged from those early years was not just a politician, but a true leader with a clear and unwavering vision, that the true strength of America was not measured solely by its economic might or military power, but by its ability to provide opportunity, justice, and hope to all its citizens. As Obama took his first steps into the political arena, his calm demeanor, thoughtful responses, and thoughtful approach to solving complex problems distinguished him from the often chaotic and contentious world of modern politics. He embraced the idea that leadership meant more than simply holding office, it meant inspiring others to join in the pursuit of a better, fairer society. As a state senator and later a U.S. senator, Barack steadily built a reputation for being a man of integrity and principle, someone who not only understood the technical details of legislation but also cared deeply about the human lives behind every policy decision. He worked tirelessly to bridge political divides, reaching across partisan lines to craft solutions that could win support from both sides of the aisle, and in doing so, he redefined what it meant to serve in government. Then came that historic moment in 2008, when the promise of change resonated so powerfully that millions of Americans and people around the globe rallied behind his candidacy. Running on a platform of hope, unity, and progress, Barack Obama captured the hearts of a diverse electorate with messages that spoke of a new era, a time when the walls dividing us could be dismantled with the tools of conversation, compromise, and compassion. His campaign was marked by an unprecedented level of grassroots enthusiasm, a surge of volunteerism, and a wave of innovative uses of social media and technology that energized younger generations and reinvigorated long-held beliefs in the potential of democracy. Every speech, every rally, every televised address was more than just a political statement, it was a call to action, a reminder that the American spirit is indomitable and that together, we could overcome the most daunting challenges of our times. Stepping into the role of the 44th President of the United States was more than just a personal triumph, it was a collective victory for a nation that had long struggled with deep divisions and a sense of disillusionment. For many, Barack represented the possibility of progress, a living proof that barriers could be broken and that historical narratives were not set in stone. His presidency, which spanned from 2009 to 2017, was a period marked by significant accomplishments as well as considerable challenges. From the start, he faced an economic crisis that threatened to erode the financial stability of millions of families, and his administration was tasked with rebuilding a faltering economy and restoring confidence in both government institutions and the financial system. With steely determination and a pragmatic approach, Obama spearheaded a series of measures that not only rescued the economy from the brink of collapse but also laid the groundwork for long-term recovery. His policies focused on balancing fiscal responsibility with the urgent need to invest in programs that would stimulate growth, create jobs, and support the most vulnerable members of society. One of the cornerstones of his domestic policy was the landmark Affordable Care Act, a piece of legislation aimed at expanding healthcare access to millions of Americans who had long been excluded from comprehensive coverage. This initiative was more than just a policy reform. It was a manifestation of the belief that health is a fundamental human right and that every American deserves the opportunity to live a healthy, dignified life. Despite facing fierce opposition and numerous challenges along the way, the Affordable Care Act was ultimately enacted, becoming a defining achievement of his presidency. It symbolized a commitment to fairness and social justice, and it set the stage for an evolving conversation about the role of government in ensuring that all citizens have access to quality health care. On the international stage, Obama's approach was characterized by a willingness to engage with the world through diplomacy, dialogue, and strategic partnerships. Recognizing that the challenges facing the United States were not confined to its borders, he dedicated significant efforts toward recalibrating the country's foreign policy to focus on collaboration rather than confrontation. Whether it was through negotiating complex agreements like the Paris Climate Accord or reaching out to nations with which America had once been at odds, his administration sought to reposition the United States as a leader in the global movement toward sustainability, peace, and shared prosperity. This international outreach was not without its critics, but it underscored a broader vision of a world where cooperation could triumph over conflict, and where the interconnected destinies of nations could inspire actions that benefited humanity at large. Throughout his presidency, Barack Obama also emphasized the importance of education and innovation as the bedrock of America's future. He championed policies aimed at reforming education, investing in research and technology, and expanding opportunities for young people from all walks of life. His initiatives included efforts to modernize outdated educational systems, promote STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields, and provide students with the tools they needed to succeed in an increasingly competitive global economy. These policies were not just about boosting the economy, they were about empowering the next generation to dream bigger, work harder, and build a future that could surpass the achievements of previous generations. His message was clear. The nation's greatness lies not in its past glories, but in its capacity to adapt, innovate, and continuously strive for excellence. Even beyond policy, one of the most enduring legacies of Barack Obama's time in office was his ability to inspire. His speeches, characterized by eloquence, sincerity, and an almost tangible sense of hope, resonated with countless individuals who saw in him a figure who could articulate the deepest aspirations of a nation yearning for change. In his addresses, he often emphasized that change begins with the individual, the belief that every person has the power to contribute to a collective movement toward progress. This inspirational narrative was not just a rhetorical flourish, it was the driving force behind a vast network of community initiatives, grassroots movements, and volunteer organizations that sprang up across the country. His call for civic engagement and public service galvanized people into action, proving that leadership, when wielded with vision and empathy, could truly transform society. Barack Obama's presidency was also a journey of personal reflection and growth. Throughout his 8 years in office, he frequently spoke about the complexities of decision-making in the face of adversity and the importance of remaining true to one's principles even when the stakes were extraordinarily high. His personal struggles, balancing the demands of public office with the responsibilities of family life, confronting criticism, and grappling with the weight of historical expectations, served as reminders that leadership is as much about personal courage as it is about political acumen. In interviews and public addresses, he was always candid about the challenges he faced and the lessons he learned along the way, making him a relatable figure even as he navigated the highest echelons of power. Despite the inevitable controversies and setbacks that come with any historic tenure, Barack Obama consistently strived to leave a lasting positive impact on his country. His administration worked relentlessly to promote civil rights, support the arts, and foster a cultural environment where diversity was celebrated and differences were seen as strengths rather than liabilities. His actions helped to pave the way for a broader conversation about social justice and equality, and his policies contributed to the gradual dismantling of long-standing institutional barriers. While opinions about his legacy remain diverse and sometimes divided, there is little doubt that his influence has been profound and far-reaching. His vision of a more inclusive, more compassionate America continues to resonate with those who believe in the transformative power of hope and the possibility of change, even in the face of daunting challenges. After leaving office, Barack Obama did not retreat into quiet retirement but rather continued to be an active voice in public discourse. Through initiatives such as the My Brother's Keeper Alliance and the Obama Foundation, he has dedicated himself to mentoring future leaders, supporting educational opportunities for underprivileged youth, and fostering community engagement across the nation. His post-presidential years have been characterized by a commitment to ensuring that the values he championed while in office remain vibrant and actionable in everyday life. Whether through powerful speeches, thoughtful writings, or direct involvement in community projects, he has maintained his belief that the journey toward a better society is ongoing and that every generation has a role to play in shaping the future. An essential part of Obama's enduring appeal lies in his ability to communicate a sense of shared destiny, a belief that the future is not predetermined but is crafted by the collective will of the people. In a time when political discourse can often feel divisive and cynical, his message of unity and resilience offers a refreshing counterpoint. He reminds us that the spirit of America is built on the courage to pursue what seems impossible, on the willingness to bridge divides and to embrace diversity as a source of strength rather than discord. It's this narrative of unyielding optimism, even in the most challenging of times, that continues to inspire not only those who lived through his presidency but also new generations who look up to him as a symbol of what is possible when determination meets opportunity. Another noteworthy aspect of his legacy is the way in which he redefined public service in the modern era. His tenure in office broke many of the traditional molds that had previously defined American politics, from his innovative use of social media to connect with younger audiences, to the way he framed policy debates as opportunities for collaborative problem-solving rather than partisan warfare. His leadership style, which combined calm deliberation with a genuine concern for people's well-being, set a new standard for what it means to serve in government. It wasn't just about enacting policies or navigating the corridors of power. It was about listening to the voices of ordinary people, about empathizing with their struggles, and about working tirelessly to ensure that every policy decision had the potential to create a ripple effect of positive change. Reflecting on his journey, one cannot help but be struck by the profound lessons embedded in Barack Obama's life story. His rise from a modest background to the pinnacle of global leadership teaches us that true greatness is not about privilege or circumstance but about the relentless pursuit of one's ideals, the courage to stand up for what is right, and the ability to inspire others to join in that noble endeavor. In every challenge he faced, from economic hardships to deep-seated societal divisions, he demonstrated an unwavering belief in the power of unity, the importance of compassion, and the transformative potential of dialogue. For many, his legacy is a powerful reminder that change is possible, that every setback can be transformed into an opportunity for growth, and that the American spirit, with all its complexities and contradictions, remains as resilient as ever. As we look back on the transformative years of his presidency, we also see the seeds of progress that continue to blossom today. The conversation about healthcare, social justice, and environmental stewardship that gained momentum during his time in office has only grown stronger, influencing policies and inspiring movements long after he left the White House. His influence extends far beyond the confines of conventional politics, reaching into every corner of society, from the way we think about community engagement to the way we approach systemic change. And while the road to achieving these lofty goals is still long and fraught with obstacles, the spirit of innovation and optimism that Barack Obama instilled in the nation serves as a guiding light for those who dare to believe that a better future is always within reach. In the quiet moments of reflection, one sees that his presidency was not merely a chapter in American history but a beacon of hope in times when darkness seemed imminent. His journey reminds us that leadership is not defined by the titles we hold or the offices we occupy, but by the ability to make a difference in the lives of others, a lesson that resonates deeply in every community, in every home, and in every individual striving to leave a positive impact on the world. And as the nation continues to evolve, his voice, gentle yet resolute, remains an enduring testament to the power of resilience, empathy, and the unwavering belief that together, we can overcome any challenge and build a society that reflects the best of our shared human values. The story of Barack Hussein Obama II is one of trials, triumphs, and timeless lessons. It is a narrative that embodies the quintessential American dream, a testament to the idea that no matter where you come from or what obstacles you face, the power to shape the future lies in the strength of your convictions and the courage to stand up for what is right. It is a story that has inspired millions to believe in the possibility of change, to invest in themselves and their communities, and to work hand in hand toward a more just, equitable, and compassionate society. And it is a story that, even years after his historic tenure as president, continues to provide a blueprint for leadership and hope in an ever-changing world. In recounting this legacy, we celebrate not only the milestones and policies of his presidency but also the indomitable spirit of a man who dared to dream big for his country and, in doing so, inspired a generation to believe in the transformative power of unity and positive change. We celebrate the visionary ideas that have sparked conversations in boardrooms and living rooms alike, and we honor the simple truth that true leadership is about the relentless pursuit of progress, one that welcomes diverse voices and turns challenges into opportunities for all. Thank you for joining me on this long, reflective journey through the life and legacy of a leader who changed the course of history. Your time, your attention, and your commitment to understanding the deeper narratives of our nation are what make our community so extraordinary. I truly believe that by remembering the lessons of the past and recognizing the transformative potential of unity and resilience, we can continue to build a future that honors the promises of justice, equality, and hope for all. I want you to know that this story isn't just about politics, it's about the enduring spirit of humanity, about the power of conviction and the magic of possibility, and about how each of us can be a part of something greater than ourselves. As we leave this chapter of American history behind, let us carry forward the inspiration and momentum of those transformative years, and let us work together to shape a future that truly lives up to the ideals we hold dear. Thank you again for being a part of Channel Kings of United States. I appreciate your time and your trust in sharing this journey with me. If you enjoyed this video and found it inspiring, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this story with others who might be looking for a spark of hope or the motivation to make a positive difference in their own lives. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care and keep believing in the power of change.